Hi, so today we're going to paint this new girl gnome shape. We made her to be a plain gnome that you can add occasions to. So instead of having to buy a seasonal gnome, you could choose these. There's a girl and a boy. You could choose these if you were wanting to do one for an occasion or an event or an occupation. You could add any shape to her off of our website, and I've put into the description on the website the different size shape that you would need at what size shape you order her. So if you order her at 18 inches, you're going to want to order a 7-inch shape, and preferably in the 1/8 inch wood, so that it's light and can be easily stuck to it. She has a rope that she's holding across the front of her, and you would just place this shape right into the center of it with some double-sided tape or a piece of Velcro. So I think that you would want to use a rather solid shape in the background of these gnomes. I decided to go with two tones, the hat being the darker and then the dress being the lighter. That way it doesn't take away from the actual shape that you're going to put on to her. So I'm really just blending them together. For this, I had used sea glass and antebellum blue. And you can't really see the color good in the video, but it was really pretty. So I'm just blending those colors together to create a light and dark offset onto her dress. I think for the boy I did yellows. So I always use for the skin tone the putty and apricot mixed together. You can make that as dark or as light as you want. She has the thumb and the hand and the nose is the only skin tones that she has. And then I'm going to use chocolate on the shoes. I went ahead and used the same brush I was using just because I like blended colors. I think they look more realistic. And chocolate on the rope. I think I'll probably add a little bit of putty to that for a highlight. So you wouldn't want to do like on the regular gnomes, you wouldn't want to do polka dots or stripes or anything, because you really don't want to take away from the shape that you're creating to be your focal point. And what's cool about these is like, when I say occupation, like you could put something for a doctor or a pharmacist, or a clipboard for a coach, or a nurse's hat for a nurse. You could do the painter's palette for the artist, the pineapple. You could just do all kinds of stuff. If you're a chicken farmer, put a chicken on there, or a pig. But the fun thing about it is it's just double-sided tape or Velcro, and you could easily pop it off and stick a birthday cake on there for somebody's birthday, or for Teacher Appreciation Day. Just anything, you could change it in and out quickly, and it's not you're not subject to holidays. So for her braids, I'm using a white, and then what you're going to do with the white is come in with a gray, and you're going to want to put gray everywhere that hair folds in. So basically it's like stacking. So the lines, you would put gray under every line. That way the darker part is on top of the line. The darker part's under the line, and the lighter part is on top of the line. And that's going to give the shadow of the hair actually folding over on itself when you're painting this shape, or really any type of hair. It's always darker under and lighter on top. So after I get these braids done, I'm going to come in and do the outline, and then you'll see how she looks. I love that she's really simple and there's not a lot going on here. That way it doesn't take away so much from our little shape. And the rope is there because I couldn't figure out a way to symbolize that she's holding it, because we don't want to actually have to create shapes with hands on them to look like they're holding it in front of them. So I just did the rope as a way to make her appear to be holding something, which is the shape that you want to put onto it. So this is just a really fun new way to do a gnome. Personalize a gnome for yourself. Maybe you collect something. Maybe you collect camels. We have a customer that collects camels. See, with this, I did do an Arkansas State, which I'll show you in a second, And I just ordered the Arkansas State shape and then painted a little Razorback face on it. And, you know, you could put that up during football season or an actual football. You know, I'm outlining the outside of her with my fat Sharpie marker. And then I'm going to do like the inside of her delicate like braids with the thin one. But I'm just putting some lines in. The outlines really make it pop, I think, and just give it a lot more definition. I'm going to upload a video in a minute too where I'm painting the boy gnome, and I'll give some more instruction on him. But I'm using the light Sharpie marker now. My white wasn't quite dry, so I think it messed with the tip a little bit. But you can see how that gray really brings the braids out, and it makes it easier to see and really just gives them good definition. All right, so I hope you enjoyed watching this, and watch another one.